most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. He wants to change this route. Throwing, say it. Looking to the big tight end. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here comes the heat. Buried before he can blink.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rides to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Say it. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
To throw, it's Levin. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. Saying, oh, they're after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Booster. Sweep. To the air, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little bit rattled, and it's showing.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Levin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. That's reeled in, it's buried. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. QB draw. Maybe some room here. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. looking for a man. It's Levin. Under fire. And it's a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the front.
Reels it in down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. That's caught. It's Watkins. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU quick to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy over.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They take the lead with the 6.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And the point after is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they're able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. From the gun on third down, Sayin. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sayin. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch. That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Corralled and brought down by the defense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Here's Julian saying to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Looking down the middle. He's got him this time. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
Wants to throw. It's saying. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up.